Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today we're diving into a topic that has fans buzzing all around the world. And it's all about the incredible and truly unforgettable Amy Adams, an actress who has dazzled audiences for decades and continues to leave people stunned every single time she steps into the spotlight. Because whether you've admired her performances in award-winning films or just caught a glimpse of her on a red carpet, there is no denying that Amy Adams' presence, her elegance, her glow, and yes, her so-called huge size in terms of her larger-than-life aura and impact will absolutely make you look twice and try your best not to drool. And I don't just mean that figuratively, because the details of her real-life measurements, her physical presence, and the way she carries herself will surprise you in ways you may not have expected. So let's get into it, because you're about to be amazed. And let me remind you, this isn't about exaggeration. This is about appreciating one of Hollywood's most beloved and dazzling stars exactly as she is. Starting with the basics. Amy Adams was born on August 20th, 1974, in Vicenza, Italy, while her father was stationed overseas. And she grew up in a big family, one of 7 children, which already gave her that lively energy and warm personality that would later shine through in her acting. But here's where fans really perk up. When it comes to her real-life measurements, Amy Adams stands at 5 feet 4 inches tall, or about 163 centimeters, which might surprise you because when you see her on screen or walking down the red carpet, she often appears taller than you'd think, thanks to her amazing posture, presence, and those perfectly chosen heels that make her look like a goddess towering above the crowd. And while some stars tend to fade into the background, Amy always finds a way to stand out in the most graceful way possible. Now let's talk weight. Because Amy Adams' weight has generally been reported at around 58 kilograms or 128 pounds, which fits her perfectly balanced frame, giving her that classic Hollywood look without ever feeling forced or artificial. And what fans really love about Amy is how she embraces her natural beauty. She doesn't lean into extremes or shocking transformations just for publicity. She has consistently shown that she can maintain a healthy lifestyle while still being completely relatable to everyday fans. And her body measurements, which are often quoted as 34 to 25 to 35 inches, translate into a classic hourglass shape that fashion designers absolutely adore, because she can slip into a figure-hugging gown or a flowing dress and instantly make headlines without even trying. And speaking of gowns, Amy's dress size is typically reported as a US size 4, which in itself is stunning considering how seamlessly she manages to highlight her curves while maintaining that classy, elegant vibe. And let's not forget the details because fans love the specifics. Amy Adams' shoe size is around US size 6.5, which again shows how petite and delicate her frame really is. And yet, when she's on screen or attending events, the effect she has is far beyond her actual size. Almost as if her charisma expands her presence tenfold, making her feel like the biggest star in the room. And that's why people can't stop talking about her huge size. Not necessarily in terms of physical stature, but in terms of how massive her aura is, how magnetic her presence is, and how much she draws the eye every single time she appears. Now, what makes Amy Adams so engaging is not just the numbers on paper, but how those numbers come to life in her career. Because, let's face it, Amy Adams is not just a pretty face or a red carpet figure. She's an actress of astonishing range and depth, someone who can transform herself into any character with such conviction that you forget you're even watching Amy Adams. Whether it's the bright-eyed princess from Enchanted with those sparkling gowns and magical ball scenes, or the gritty and emotionally raw performance in American Hustle, where she embraced a sexier, bolder look with plunging necklines that accentuated her figure and left fans truly in awe. She knows how to use her body, her movements, and her posture to embody each role fully. And that's a secret of her success that ties directly into her size and presence. She understands how to fill the screen not just with words, but with the energy of her whole being. Now fans also can't help but notice how Amy's fashion choices amplify that impact. Because whether she's wearing a curve-hugging gown at the Oscars or a sharp-tailored suit at a film premiere, she has mastered the art of styling herself in a way that makes people stop, stare, and often gasp. And countless fashion magazines have pointed out that her red carpet looks consistently rank among the best dressed, which is no easy feat when you're surrounded by other A-list stars, yet somehow Amy manages to draw attention without being flashy. And that is a rare skill, one that leaves fans constantly saying, "Wow, I didn't expect that." And it's no surprise that people are curious about her size and presence because she has that perfect balance of relatability and unattainable glamour. Now beyond the glitz and glam, Amy Adams is known for maintaining a healthy lifestyle that contributes to her consistently stunning figure. She has been open about enjoying dance workouts, yoga, and sometimes just chasing her daughter around, which goes to show that she doesn't buy into overly rigid routines. Instead, she focuses on balance, health, and confidence, which explains why she always looks radiant. Not just slim or toned, but genuinely vibrant, and fans admire that she never seems to chase impossible beauty standards. She has created her own definition of beauty and stuck to it, which makes her not only a role model, but also someone whose size and presence feel authentic and inspiring. And let's not forget the countless interviews where co-stars and directors gush about how captivating she is in person. Many have said that photos simply don't do her justice, because when she walks into a room, her energy fills the space. Her smile lights it up, and suddenly everyone is drawn toward her. So even though her stats on paper might look petite, her aura is absolutely huge. And that's what fans are really reacting to when they say her size makes them look twice because it's about more than numbers. It's about the impression she leaves. Now to put it all together, Amy Adams' size is not just about her physical frame of 5 feet 4 inches, 128 pounds, with measurements of 34, 25, 35, a dress size 4, and shoe size 6.5. It's about how she transforms those simple facts into a dazzling, jaw-dropping presence that continues to mesmerize millions. She knows how to command attention without demanding it, how to radiate elegance without arrogance, and how to surprise people every single time she appears. Which is why fans around the world are constantly talking about her, writing articles about her, and clicking on videos like this one, just to get another glimpse of how extraordinary she really is. And as we look at her career that spans musicals, dramas, comedies, and even superhero films like Man of Steel, it's clear that Amy Adams' size is as much about her artistic presence as it is about her physical beauty. So, if you ever wondered why she makes people do a double take, why audiences can't help but stare, and why her name always trends after major appearances, now you know the truth. Amy Adams' huge size, her star power, and her larger-than-life energy combine into something unforgettable, something that will make you look twice. And yes, probably leave you drooling just a little bit, so stick around because Amy Adams is not slowing down anytime soon. And every time she steps into the spotlight, you can bet the world will stop. And watch. Stay tuned for latest updates on celebrities. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe the channel,